What's going on, guys? Pegasus from the Wise Guys, and I'm here with Ant-Man, but we're here with...
Why you take so long to sign it? Come on, me. You already know who this is. Them people do not need to know. Okay, go ahead.
Nah, we're here with Akeem. You know, he's one of the, the GOATs of the game. You know, people miss seeing him on the page, and I'm going to stop talking. It's Ant-Man.
It's all good. You got second today, KC locals. I'm gonna shut up too because apparently I can't speak the English words today. What you play today, sir? Like we don't already know.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I play solid as usual. But let's get into it. All right. We got 3, 1, 1, 1. So I'm not playing like Salamangreat Fire, not in this list. So this ratio is actually pretty cool for where I'm going with. You only need one of all these. This is cuttable, actually, kind of.
Remind people what Falco is again, just in case. I mean,
It's basically it bounces a monster back to the hand. It has to go to the hand to summon itself, and then if it's sent to the graveyard, it can set a spell or trap from the graveyard, a solid spell or trap.
Nice.
These are the ones that obviously you want to see. You only need one of all of these, maybe two sometimes, but if you play your cards right, you would ever only need one.
Is that the blessing signature?
Yes,
okay.
that is the blessing
okay,
signature.
just making sure, had to make sure. I had to shout out one of the Salamangreats.
I was gonna get to that. 3 circles, 1 will, 1 charge, 1 and 1. I had just put this in today. It wasn't in there before. It was just this. I just threw it in there because I didn't want to keep this in a side deck. I'd rather just put another card in there. This was gonna be a second one of this. I just opted to leave it as it was, and this actually came up. I was able to OTK somebody with it. I set it one time. It's pretty decent. I still like Fire Recovery over it, but in here you can search it to your hand. So
Fire Recovery, I like that. I see what you're doing there.
Fire Recovery just does so much for the deck. The normal summon is Debug, EMP, and then you got 3 Sonic Minings. I'm really not a fan of this, but for this list, because I'm playing Debug, it answers itself. And Debug plus Gazelle is like an insane combo, and this is one of the cards that you search. This card is actually decent too, because when you're playing in your combo and you put a link with 2 monsters on the board, you can like interrupt with your opponent without your opponent, reaching a impactful card that they have to stop. And this ended up eating a negate or something. So this is actually pretty decent.
I've seen people talk about it, but in action, you like it?
Yeah. Actually, they got Bestial today, so I didn't get a chance to resolve the bounce effect. But it's pretty cool, man. To be able to actually, just start with this and any extender, you can do full combo.
Right.
And Fire Recovery was in this slot, but like I said, in this deck, this is better. You'd be able to search this, or search this, or before you do your Debug combo, you can search Gazelle. Then the rest of the deck is non-engine. You know how solid gets. 1, 1, and 3, 3, 3. Do I need to keep going? 3.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Where did these feathers come from? We're gonna speak after this video.
I told you the majority of the deck foreign. I don't gotta say much about Ash is the best hand trap for this deck. I have not at all today add this back to my hand, but still best hand trap for the deck.
Were you really playing Salad then if you didn't add Ash back? Yes.
I guess Salamangreat Ash Blossom. Enjoy spring. I think this is the second best hand trap for Salads because it helps you against decks that gets a little bit too overwhelming. Like Centurion or Manadium actually is a good, or the Fire deck. So this is Salamangreat Nibiru, the Primal Being. These 2 hand traps are like really there for. And then another card, but that's in the side deck. Effect Failures. Imperms. So these, it was 2 bells, but I really hate opening hand traps that says you can only use them once at a time in multiples. I hate that so bad. Ash Blossom and Nib is like, the only ones that I'm okay with, but like having other ones like this, I'm just not okay with. So it's like just 1 and 1, and actually it was cool. I seen this a lot today, and I actually resolved this a couple times. I seen Bell in some awkward matchups, but it was there. So if I didn't resolve it, but it was there.
Nice.
But this one, I really like this one. I really like this one. This one put in some work.
The card's stupid and needs to go away.
Yeah.
Cross this out, man.
Carl, why this card needs to be at 3 or banned.
Facts.
Yes.
I agree.
I don't. Yeah, 3 or banned.
He's like, I was gonna keep speaking, but yeah, that's enough.
Extra deck. This was a Typhon. I didn't summon it, but it's there, so I don't lose to like, those big decks like Vanadium and stuff like that. Usually they try to, stop your normal summon or some stuff, and you just put another monster on the board and just slap Typhon. Like, all right, I'm gonna clear that, and then I'll attack over that, and then I still have my traps that I can still utilize, kind of. So.
Typhon's one hell of a card.
Clean.
Solid monsters. We got Stalio, 3 Balinks, 2 Wolves, and 2 Raging. I was on 2 for a while, but that's because of Fire Recovery. If you're playing Fire Recovery, you do not need to play multiples of any of these. You can just play 2, 2, and 2.
Some more space, technically.
Yeah, because you can always put it back. And you're playing 3 Fire Recovery, so you can always put them back. This gets banished, it's okay. It's just like Charge. Same effect as Charge, but you get to draw. This is important, though, because you're playing Debug. You want to have an additional, so you go through 2 your first turn, so you want that extra one.
Right.
And then you only need 2. I know 3 can come up, and there's some slots more in the extra where you can take out the 3rd one and do whatever you want. But this is cool.
Does the other one not needed? The 3?
The 3rd Raging.
No.
The Heat Leo.
Heat Leo.
All right, so I'm back and forth with Heat Leo and Lynn Greasel because they're both back row stuff. But with Axon, like Cookie and everybody else who've been talking to me about the format, they're saying like decks like Labyrinth is good, but it's not good.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing a whole bunch of other traps. So then at that point, I'll just be throwing that in for locals. And if I'm playing every single card in my deck correctly, I wouldn't need it.
Right. Yeah. Correct. Technical play.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. Hita, you'd be dumb if you don't have it. It's a fire card. The deck is fire. It's a fire format. Yeah.
Boy, you do.
Unfortunately, I didn't summon it once at all today. This actually got Reapered today. So it actually caught me off guard. I had to make another crazy play, and it actually pushed me longer to OTK. But yeah, guys, Reaper. Yes, Reaper Fire Deck. I don't know how effective it'll be.
Mail to Devin. All of it.
1 Wicked. This is how you search your follow up through Nib. That's why they say Solid's end board is like a Nib token. It's not really like if you end your turn as a Solid player with a Nib token on your board, you trash. Like you should be able to play through it. You should be able to play your cards correctly and play through it. Not every single card you need to play. Circle is not a card that you need to play right away. Will is not a card you need to play right away. Those cards play through Nib. You know what I'm saying? Weasel is not a card you need to play right away. Silent Miner is not a card you need to play right away. You just do your combo, and then, they Nib you, just continue to play through it.
Just want to say I appreciate you. People came here for a Salamangreat Deck profile, and they're walking away with a masterclass.
Facts.
This is a flex. Like it doesn't really have to be there, but I threw it in there because of this. I know the Fire Deck is running around, and I know this is actually good against the Fire Deck. And you're ending board. You can end with Appaloosa there, SP, Wolf, Sunlight Wolf right here, and Raging, and then you have your 1 trap or 2 traps depending on your hand is. And there were some times where I've had like multiple monsters on the board. So I'm like, hey, if I had this, it makes it to where I don't really have to go into this all the time. I can just have these on standby, and I can just have my board like this, or if it's like this, and then I can go into whatever I need to at certain times. But full and board is this, you know, and with, you know, this in the graveyard, whatever non-engine I have, you know, this coming back up, or I'm sorry, full and board is this, you know, and
That's stupid. That's really
strong.
stupid.
And then a lot of the times I know a lot of people, you know, be trying to bait stuff out. If you're not hurting me at all, I'm not activating anything. I'm just gonna sit there and wait till you try to freaking kill me. And I know my deck better than you know mine, so you know I got the advantage.
Right. True story.
Side deck. So this is what I took out for the raging. So we're going to locals, and I know there's some people that play slow, unfortunately. So I wanted to have something in there for time, and that's what it was. I didn't have to use it, so that's good. 2 Pankratops. I wanted something else for back row, but the reason why it's this and not evenly is because I can one shot if I really, you know, put everything together. So I wanted something that can apply pressure and then like clear back row at the same time, and this just does a perfect job. Plus, you know, it's a big beat stick, so you know a lot of the cards in the main deck don't have attack, so this helps out with that. And I pair it with 3 Cosmic Cyclones, and that's just like for my back row. I didn't think I needed any more, and if I did, then you know I still got Foxy in the main deck. I still got Rage, so I mean I still got all those stuff to help me out with my back row. Then I sided this in. I think I didn't see it, but I sided this in, especially if I'm going first. I kind of side this in every single time because people, you know, just play crazy things. That fire decks, there's just crazy field spells and continuous spells and all that. That voiceless deck, like they play some continuous spells. So I decided in going first or second. Droll, it's like the only hand trap. Unfortunately, this is supposed to be Phantasme, but I couldn't get it.
Unfortunately, I floodgated the crap out of. Yeah, all right.
But I don't think it's correct to play going first cards right now. Like, it's just nothing is really strong. The deck does what it does already, so all I really need to do is pay attention to my plays, my interactions, you know, the technical plays against each deck. Putting in going first cards is just nothing good right now. So, like, this was supposed to be Phantasme. Phantasme, I think, is really, really, really strong, especially with all the hand traps I have. If I can just pick, you know, throw Phantasme in against the fire deck, I'll do good. There was some there's 3 Marine Sense decks today. That was crazy. You know, that would have been great. You know, but I just threw this in. There's another card that could have been a slot, but I didn't get those in time either. I actually want to save those. I'll tell you guys out the camera, but the camera don't need to know. But yeah, these will be Phantasme. This is Phantasme. Droll.
Shout out to Thanos.
Yeah. And then 3 Droplet. This card is just like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Salamangreat Forbidden Droplet. This card and Nib is like, and Ash, like the 3 non-engine that's like absolutely for this deck. I want to main deck this card, but in some matchups it's not as great. But playing into other matchups like Centurion or the fire deck, you know, I can shut their stuff down. This is really good, and then I can throw. I got free traps I can throw away. I got free spells I can throw away. You know, so I can get a multiple negate on that thing
And push through a judgment or something crazy like that. I got you.
But yeah, there it is. I was supposed to do the shout out in the beginning, I guess, but shout out to Source for allowing me to be here, experience this, you know, this journey. Shout out to Game Cafe and all the Kansas City people. You guys are awesome and cool. Those of you who are, those who are not, you know who you are.
And if you have to question it, you are.
My goddess and my children. You know, the peace, love, and prosperity to everybody, and to everybody, peace, love, and prosperity.
And with somebody that's a fan of this man, and we know y'all are out there, tell this man to start his own YouTube too.
It's in the works. I need to drop some more tracks. I got like 2 tracks I need to drop, and then yeah. But if you want to be on the podcast and stuff, yeah, hit me up. But yeah, it's about to start. We're gonna get it. Gotta teach them people the ways.
Got to teach them the way. Show them the way. Well, bro, I appreciate you, bro. And I'm sure Ant-Man does too.
Yes, sir. Sorry I didn't talk much, y'all. I'm tired as heck right now.
That's how bad Gazelle still does us out here, bro. You know, he beat the stuffing out of us. We're out.
Man, hold on. Before we end this video,